Hi Sarah, hi Michael. My name is Andre from law firm PTY Ltd, part of the trademark practice group team. Ryan just brought me up to speed on what you were inquiring about. Thanks so much for getting in touch with us about trademark protection for eco-green safe tech innovations. Today I'd like to walk you through the key advantages of registering a trademark and why this is such a valuable step in protecting your brand, especially as your business continues to grow. One of the biggest advantages is that a trademark gives you exclusive rights to use your brand name and logo in Australia. That means no other business can legally use the same or similar name for the same types of goods or services. If someone tries to use eco-green safe tech or something close to it, you'd be in a very strong legal position to stop them. This becomes especially important as you protect your company against competitors and copycats. As your brand becomes more well known, others may try to ride on that success. A registered trademark gives you the legal power to stop them from using similar branding that could mislead customers. So with all of that in mind, I strongly recommend moving forward with trademark registration. The next step is to decide exactly what you want to protect. Your name, your logo, or both. I'll guide you to that decision and explain the best strategy for your brand. Now that we've covered the advantage of trademark protection, let's take a closer look at what exactly you should register for, and register to protect your brand as effectively as possible. When it comes to trademark, there are two main options available. One is a word mark and the other is a logo mark. Each one offers a different kind of protection, and in many cases, it's best to register both to make sure your brand is fully covered. A word mark gives you a broad, flexible protection across different platforms and future branding challenges. A logo mark ensures that no one else can use a design that looks like yours. Let it be similar or even a tiny bit noticeable. They can never use that. Especially important since your logo appears on your packaging, your merchandise, and your website. For the strongest protection, I recommend registering both the name and logo. You'll need to register your trademark under the right classes, which define what it protects. Based on your business, I suggest the following: Class 16, Class 21, Class 25, Class 35, and Class 41. All of these classes are in the trademark search report that I have attached in your email as well as in the application. So don't worry about the specifics about that. Registering across multiple classes ensures that your brand is protected from all activities, from products to services. It also sets up for your future growth as well. So in summary, I recommend applying for both the word and logo trademarks and registering under these 5 key classes. That gives the best coverage for your business and for the future. Next, I'll explain the likely IP Australia fees in applying for registration, because obviously when you apply for a trademark, it won't be free. It is a tiny bit costly, but in the long run, it is so worth it. And I'll be with you every step of the way. So now that we've covered what you could register and the classes your trademark should fall under, let's talk about the fees involving in applying for registration within IP Australia. The cost of registering the trademark depends on 2 things. The first one is how many classes you register under and which application method that you choose. Since I'm recommending that you register both the word mark and the logo, and that you do so across 5 classes, that means effectively you're filing 2 applications across 5 categories. So using the pick list, the cost would be 2 trademarks times 5 classes times 250 equals to $2,500. So yeah, there may be additional costs later on, such as legal fees if someone opposes your application, or renewal fees, but that's just 10 years down the line to make sure that your trademark is still active. So while the minimum fee is $250 for 1 class and 1 mark, Your likely investment to cover both your logo and your name across all 5 classes is between $2,500 and $4,000, depending on the method that we decide to choose. And don't worry about it, I know it's stressful, but we're here. I'll help you decide the most cost-effective and strategic path based on your priorities. Now, I'll walk you through the application process and what you can expect after we file. The process involves several key steps, and as your legal advisors, we will guide you through each one of them to ensure that you have a smooth and successful application. The trademark registration process generally follows 5 main steps. Number 1 is the trademark search, and I've already done that for you. I've given you kind of a draft and what you can kind of expect when you're doing it, so don't worry about the logistics about it. But I'll explain with this first step is before applying, it's crucial to check whether any existing trademarks are similar to yours to avoid legal issues or rejection. For us, what we would do in this case is, or what I have already done for you, is conduct a full search using the Australian trademark search system and prepare a report outlining any risks along with the advice on the best way forward. And I already have done so you could just look at that report if you haven't seen it yet. Step 2 is preparing and submitting the application. Once your trademark is clear, we'll file the application. This includes choosing the right classes. I've already told you about that. Deciding between a word mark, logo mark, or both, and which pick list would you go for, a pick list or a custom description. Our role with you for that step is to ensure that we will complete and submit the application for you and making sure that all details are accurate. And the third step is examination by IP Australia. It's kind of out of our hands now. An examiner will assess your application to ensure it meets all legal standards and doesn't conflict with any existing trademarks. This process usually takes around 3 to 4 months. Step 4 is publication for opposition. If accepted, your trademark is published for 2 months only. During this time, others can oppose it if they believe it conflicts with their own trademark. And step 5 is registration. If no one oppositions arise or they're resolved, your trademark will be officially registered. You'll gain exclusive rights for your trademark for 10 years with the option to renew afterwards as well, so you can continue to protect it for however long you want to. Overall, the process usually takes 6 to 8 months, but it will be with you the entire way to ensure everything runs smoothly and your trademark is properly secured. So obviously, those are all of the good sides, but there are some downsides to it as well as some risks. So what would happen if we can't secure that trademark protection? And what are the other alternatives that you can go through? So yeah, it's important to kind of prepare for it, the possibility that IP Australia rejects your application. But if that happens, there are several options that we could go through. If any of these situations arise, we'll assess the issue and explore your next best options. Option 1 is to modify and reapply. We might recommend making small changes to your name, logo, or both to make the trademark more distinguishable, or to just avoid conflict in general. For example, if Eco Green Safe Tech is too close to another mark, we could slightly adjust the name or tweak the logo. Number 2 is to negotiate with the other trademark owner. Sometimes it's possible to negotiate with the holder of a conflicting trademark, so we either reach an agreement or gain consent or create a coexisting arrangement that allows your mark to be registered. If that registration isn't possible, there are other legal protections such as common law rights, like passing it off, or Australian consumer law, which prevents misleading conduct. However, these require proof and kind of harder to enforce compared to that of registering your trademark. Our copyright. Your logo design is likely protected by copyright automatically, means others can't legally copy it. So even if trademark registration isn't successful at first, there's still effective ways to protect your brand. So there you go, Sarah and Michael. That is all you need to know in regard to trademarking your company. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.